This program is sponsored by
Greco Printing and Imaging, The Brand Barbershop, Crystal Bright Janitorial, Classics and Beyond Auto Gallery, Able Ideas, and Beerhead Bar and Eatery.
Hey everyone, welcome to Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. I'm Jill.
And I'm Nick.
What's on today's agenda?
Today is fantasy.
I'm scared to ask what you mean by fantasy.
Well, what I mean by fantasy is the Game of Thrones prequel, Lord of the Rings on Amazon, Witcher, Fantastic Beasts, and all the cosplay and all the creators that go with it. We're going to meet people who make wands and things of that nature.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Jaina of the Wonder Twins. Whew.
Let's get on with our first segment.
This is Richie Rollins from Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi, and I'm standing here with Marissa, who's got a pretty unique gamer cosplay going on. And what character are you today?
I am a Death Knight from World of Warcraft.
Obviously, you play the video game. Is that how you came up with the idea?
It is. My character actually wears this armor in game. I love it.
Are you really good at this game?
I am okay. I used to play more, and don't play as much, but I love the game. It's a lot of fun.
And did you build this yourself?
Yes, this is all built by me, all EVA foam and some warble and a bunch of lights.
And how long did it take you to put this together?
I rushed it, so I figure about 175 to 200 hours. I mostly did over the course of a month and a half to 2 months, and some other sporadic here and there before that. So,
How much did it cost you?
more than I care to admit.
And now I understand you do a lot of cosplay, correct?
Yes, I've been cosplaying for 7 years. I do a lot of World of Warcraft cosplay. I've done Astrid. I've done some other design-it-yourself stuff. So I've done a lot of different armor sets. I love doing armor. It's a lot of fun. And I am Impish Designs cosplay.
Do you have a favorite cosplay that you've done?
This one is one of my favorites because the lights and how long it took and how it turned out. I also have an Astrid cosplay from How to Train Your Dragon 3. I did the armor, and there's probably 800 to 1,000 scales glued on there. It turned out really well.
Alrighty, well, this is Richie Rollins with Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. Keep on watching.
I'm here with character actor from television and movies, Richard Brake. Now, one of the first things I've ever seen you in was Batman Begins, playing the first representation of the character Joe Chill in a live-action presentation ever. What was that like, working for that movie and working with a young Christopher Nolan?
Well, he was amazing. He was so calm. And like you say, he was very young. It was his first big film, so it was incredible how kind of chilled out he was. And as a big Batman fan myself, it was a real honor to be the man that basically made Batman.
Now, was there any scenes that they filmed that they didn't have in the final cut that you remember?
Not for that, no.
It was pretty tight.
Yeah.
And since then, you've done like a lot of television work, the Game of Thrones, doing the Night Walkers. Now, what was that like doing that show?
Pretty brutal because the makeup's 6 hours to take put on and then 2 hours to take off. 10-hour workday, so it was like physically incredibly demanding. But obviously, it's such an incredible show. Had such an impact all over the world on people that I've discovered from doing shows like this, Comic-Cons like this. That it was worth it. But it was, it's a great show to be a part of. Brutal hard work, but great show to be a part of.
Another movie I'd like to talk about is the movie Mandy you did with Nicolas Cage. Now, what was that like working with that powerhouse actor right there?
What I loved about him is that, if you remember the movie, my character is basically talking the whole time, and his character doesn't say anything. So a lot of actors, especially ones that are at Nicolas Cage's level, will just, not, if they're even going to bother to be there on the other side of the camera while they're filming you, they'll be thinking about what they're going to have for lunch. Whereas Nicolas was like completely focused and giving 100% even when the camera was on me. So, as far as I can say, the man is, a true professional and a great actor.
He's an actor's actor.
He is.
He's one of those leading man character actors.
Yeah, definitely.
Something you probably want to get to it sooner. Recently, you've had a lot of collaboration with Rob Zombie. Tell me, what was that like working with him on the 3 films, I believe, that you worked with?
I love Rob. He's like my favorite director. He's an incredibly creative man, and it's it's just incredible privilege and one hell of a good time working with him.
On 3 from Hell, when Sid Haig passed away, was your part, did your part increase, or was that always originally written like that?
No, Rob didn't know, Rob said this, that he didn't know that, the extent to which Sid was ill until a couple of weeks before filming. So he had to basically make some changes because he realized that Sid wasn't going to be able to go the full length. And so Rob, and all credit to him, in no time just kind of revamped everything, and of course gave me a call and asked if I was around, and I said, yeah, for you, man, I'm around.
And I'm sure you'll probably be in plenty more of Rob's movies.
Only the man himself knows that.
So what do you got coming up soon?
People ask me that, and I got to find some kind of answer, because I always just go, geez, so many things. I basically love being a character actor. It means you kind of just show up all the time. So I've done a couple of TV series and a couple of films, and they're all coming out next year. So go on IMDb, check it out. There's more than I can remember.
You heard it here, folks. Go to IMDb and look up Richard Brake, because he's going to be that guy that you're going to be going, I know that face. I know that guy. He's in everything. And I just got to know who that is. But anyways, this is Mark at the Astronomicon with Richard Brake.
Hey, it's the Bradcast, and I'm here at the Motor City Comic Con, and I just met Mark from Woodturning Magic. Mark, tell us about what you do here.
Well, I make magic wands. They're woods from all over the world. They start out as a slab of wood. I cut them down to a square, run them through a lathe. I turn each one by hand. No two are alike. Everyone is unique. Everyone is handmade.
I notice you also have some that have horn handles.
I buy them all locally. They're all Michigan white-tailed deer antler.
Oh, okay.
And then I just fit them to the wand and shape them down to where they're all smooth and unique.
Some of these look like they're hand-painted, different color stains, and obviously different color woods. How many different kinds of wood do you use for this?
There's no way, no. There are woods from Asia, from Africa, from Central and South America, and woods that I pull out of my friends' wood piles at home. There's some oak, some box elder that my friends who live 10 minutes away. There's some cedar that's local. And the only ones that are actually dyed or stained are the ones that are really obvious. The purple is Purple Heart wood. The red is Paduke. They're sourced from all over the world.
And is it possible to buy these if somebody can't make it to the show?
Yeah, I sell them on Instagram at Woodturning Magic. Buying a wand is really a tactile thing. You really want to hold it and find the one that kind of speaks to you, that fits your hand. Everybody's got a different preference, and we try and make something for everybody.
So you take the Harry Potter wand selection process seriously?
Yeah, that's people come up and they say, do you have Harry's wand? I said, well, no, Harry's got Harry's wand. You need yours. Right. So everyone's different.
Can you tell me how you got started in doing this?
Well, and it's an odd thing. Somebody gave me a lathe. They were cleaning out their garage. They gave me the lathe. I didn't have a clue, so I stuck a 2x4 on it and tried to figure out what tool did what. And by the end of it, it kind of looked like a wand. So I just kept making them. I made them for my kids, my grandkids.
This has been the Bradcast.
When I'm not saving the world, I'm watching comics, beer, and sci-fi.
Stop what you're doing and come check out how we do things here at Able Ideas Comic Book Production Company. Bet we got your attention. Now go to our YouTube channel to subscribe and follow us on social media. Stay tuned for our uncensored DVD coming soon. And for more information, follow us at ableideas.com, where your ideas come to life.
Here at Crystal Bright Janitorial Services, we provide a full range of cleaning and sanitizing services for our clients. Our daily and nightly services include cleaning and sanitizing, high and low dusting, vacuuming, mopping, and much more. Our specialty services include floor care, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing, upholstery cleaning, and much more. Our emergency services include COVID-19, flood cleanup, bio cleaning, and much more. Our expertise in janitorial services is adaptable to any customer enterprise, including corporate commercial offices, medical offices, government municipalities, manufacturing, and much more. We will develop a total quality management plan detailing your specific cleaning requirements, staffing, and expectations. Contact us today to get a free assessment of your cleaning and sanitizing needs. Our #1 goal is to give you a crystal bright smile.
Thanks for sticking around. Here's more Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi.
Hey geeks, it's Jill, and I am here with Daphne and Thelma. Hi girls, what's your name?
Lena and Savannah.
Hi, so I love your cosplay. So tell me, you guys pieced it together yourself, it looks like?
Yeah.
So how long did it take? Tell me about it.
It really only took a few weeks. All of our stuff is pretty much from Amazon, to be honest. These are her glasses, actually. They're blue light glasses. I don't know. It's just kind of stuff that we had like around as much as we could, and then we would buy stuff off of Amazon. Yeah.
That's so cute. So are you guys Scooby fans?
Yes. We actually were watching the movie while we had our ride here.
Yeah, while we were driving here, we were watching the movie.
That's so awesome. So did you get a chance to meet any of the characters that are here, Freddie Prinze Jr. or anyone else?
We're doing a Freddie Prinze Jr. photo op in a couple minutes.
I don't want to keep them too long. They got to get back to work. They have mysteries to solve. Thank you for your time. Hi, Mel. So he has this awesome Scooby-Doo display behind me here, and I want to know all about it. So how long have you guys been doing this?
Collecting cars or collecting cars like the Scooby van?
Collecting cars like the Scooby van.
It's 2008.
Wow, okay.
The first person I met locally after that was that guy filming us right now.
Oh, the famous Joe Johnson.
He's kind of the guy that hooked me up with these other knuckleheads, and we got about 25 cars between us.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to have to borrow one for the weekend. So I love this. This is so cool. So is it drivable?
Oh, yeah, we drove it here.
So who's your favorite character from the Scooby crew?
Probably the one that goes Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Hi guys, this is Samantha with Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi, and I am at Replay Cafe in Detroit with Alex.
Hi.
So what is going on here? There are so many computers, lots of comfy chairs. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a modern arcade. We're a LAN center. We have 32 Alienware PCs. We've got all the retro consoles from Nintendo all the way up through Nintendo Switch. We are now adding 6 VR stables to the other side of the room to start hosting more VR-specific events. We do tournaments up on the main stage. It's set up so it can be hosting 5v5, Valorant, League of Legends, you know, any of the modern titles like that. And we are open 7 days a week to the public, and on weekends we're open until 2 a.m.
So where did you guys get the idea to come up with this awesome arcade place?
So my partner Jake and I were playing Dungeons & Dragons at a bar in Birmingham, and we thought this is not the right environment, and kind of just started brainstorming, and I had already been talking about potentially doing like a specific LAN center, and we just decided to implement like tabletop gaming and board games and retro games and kind of making it an all-in-one gaming place.
Yeah, that way, you know, you can have, there's adults, kids, everyone knows how to play one of these games, you know, so it caters to everybody. That's great. It's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Alex. Thanks for having us and everything today. This is Samantha with Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Nick with Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi at Motor City Comic Con 2022, and I'm here with Anthony Kerber. This is his first time here as an exhibitor, and I couldn't help but fall in love with his booth because it's filled with Godzilla, Ultraman, King Kong, all things kaiju, Toho. If you know what I'm talking about, you love it here too. Anthony, how's the show going for you?
It's been fantastic. It's been a great show, one of our better shows in fact, and super excited because it's right here in my hometown, so can't beat that.
And tell us how you got into this particular specific area of merchandise.
So I discovered dinosaurs at a young age, and then I saw a Godzilla movie, and it was just, that's all I was interested in. So started collecting at a very young age, and actually, fun story, Comic Kingdom in Detroit,
I remember it,
had a hobby shop that sold this type of merch, and I loved going there. So got a lot of great pieces at that place.
these pieces look like a mixture of old and new. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, some of them are 50 years old.
Okay.
Some of them are made last year. So
okay.
It's a big variety.
To have an entire booth based on this, do you feel that the demand is there, and is it increasing or decreasing?
I think so, and I try to put stuff out there on social media all the time to help build the fandom, and obviously stuff like Godzilla vs. Kong that helps bring the younger fans into the fold. So
exactly. Now I believe the new Shin Ultraman opened in Japan last week or Friday. Have you heard any? Okay, have you heard any buzz about it?
Ultraman has been a big seller at this show.
Okay.
Yes. So I think Ultraman's going to be a big deal in the coming year. Godzilla's more popular here, but Ultraman's actually more popular all throughout Asia.
Well, Anthony, anything in particular in your collection here that really you have a lot of affection for?
Beautiful.
Is that Shin Godzilla?
Shin Godzilla. It's made by a company called Passion Tank, and it's a beautiful piece. And I want to keep this one for myself, but I have to force myself to part with it.
And Shin Godzilla is the most recent Japanese Godzilla film, and I believe it won their version of Best Picture.
I believe it did.
So check it out, folks. Shin Godzilla. They're still coming fast and furious. Okay, we're here with Anthony at the Comic-Con 2022. Thanks, Anthony.
Hey, it's the Bradcast, and I am at the Motor City Comic-Con with J. Michael Tatum. Mr. Tatum. Yes. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. It's lovely to be here. Everyone's so chill and so nice. It's really awesome.
So I will tell you that my favorite character is Black Butler.
Nice. Thank you very much.
I've got to ask you, though, how did you get that role? Because it's so not your normal thing.
I auditioned for it. They sent audition slides. I auditioned for every single male character that they were auditioning for, and they just brought me in for Sebastian. I was like, oh, lovely. So I just won the role from, I guess they picked me out of a hat, who knows.
Now, you have done a ton of work. So tell me what your favorite role is.
Oh, I can't pick a favorite. There's too many, and the more roles I play, they're all part of me, and so I can't pick a favorite because then they all get jealous of each other, and I don't want that. I don't need that war in my head. So I like to say my favorite role is whatever I'm playing next.
I like that. That's a good one, because that leads into my next question is, if it's not a secret and that you can tell me, what is your next role plan?
It's a secret, I can't tell you.
Perfect, perfect, hence the lead in. Tell me what you like about Comic-Cons.
Oh, it's great to get to connect with fans and have people come up and just talk to you, because I feel like, I know sometimes people will associate me with a character, but I feel like it's all of our so I love sharing that experience with fans, and it's really nice. Voice acting is kind of an anonymous business. You don't really get a chance in this business except at Comic-Cons to really meet people who know who you are, and so it's really nice. It's very validating. I love it.
With the last 2 years of COVID, obviously, you've been a work-at-home probably person, but where do you record all those separate things? Because it looked like there was well over 24, maybe 36 different roles.
And that's the beauty of voice acting. If you've got especially during COVID, if you had a good home setup, and we were lucky enough to have one, because I've been doing this for so long, we just invested in a really nice studio setup, and it came in very handy during COVID. But it's nice. You can do 12 roles in a week, because it's like, 5 minutes here, I'll call into this studio, do this, and then later on that day, I'll call into another studio and not phone it in. Never, the performance is never phoned in, but I'm literally phoning into the studio and recording my performances. And so because it's voice acting, there's very little prep. I don't have to drive to a studio. I don't have to get in a makeup chair, wardrobe. It's so you just kind of hit the ground running.
Thank you, much appreciated. This has been J. Michael Tatum with the Bradcast on ComicX Sci-Fi. We'll see you next time.
We have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere, because there's more ComicX Sci-Fi.
Printing your comic books should be an easy and exciting experience. You shouldn't have to break the bank or wait too long to get your prints in your hands or to your fans. At ComicX Wellspring, we specialize in printing high-quality comic books and graphic novels at an affordable price right here in the USA. Our quality-controlled environment and super helpful customer service ensure we deliver the perfect prints on time and an excellent experience every time. These are good? So bring your fantastic stories to life and print your comic books with ComicX Wellspring.
Hey, did you hear we're doing another season?
Excellent. Comic Spirit Sci-Fi crew, assemble. Comic Spirit Sci-Fi crew, assemble. Comic Spirit Sci-Fi crew, assemble.
Sam, come on, we have to film.
No, hold on, I was kicking his butt. No!
Nick! Well, it's great to have the gang all back.
Be sure to check us out on TV and social media.
Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around.
Here's more Comic Experience Sci-Fi coming your way.
Hey, this is Mark at the Motor City Comic Con. I'm here with John. He's the creator of Dragon and Wicks. How you doing, sir?
Doing very well.
Tell me, how'd you get started doing these?
So my wife really is the creator. They're called Terry Dragons. Her name is Terry. And together we come up with these. We have over 300 different characters. We do customs, and she has like 70 more in her head for next year.
Are some of them inspired by like pop cultural characters?
Most of them are, but then she has some unicorns and witches that are her own. But most people want, Svengoolie or Batman or something, and we make it for them.
How much are these?
The little ones are $29, and the bigger ones are $69 up to about $85.
So what is your favorite dragon of the group here?
My favorite is probably Svengoolie. I really like him. And our Jawa, so he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But see, like I make the guns, she does the dragons, I make all the little accessories and stuff for them.
So how long have you been doing this?
About 15 years.
15 years.
So we just did Dragon Con, Lexington, Cincinnati, Orlando. We travel the country doing this.
Which one's the hottest one, the hottest seller?
Actually, Sherlock Holmes, Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe. We're out of all of them right now. But those are our best sellers. I just put up Oscar Wilde, so people like the authors.
Outside of these cons, where can people find you to buy these cool little things?
On our website, www.dragonwicks.com. My wife could not even come. We have so many orders, she's home sewing in New Hampshire.
You're gonna have to start moving into the Christmas-themed dragon soon, huh?
We do have Santa and Mrs. Claus and Buddy Elf, Ghost of Christmas Past, Scrooge. So we do have some of the Christmas here.
And they look like they could be cool stocking stuffers, depending on how big your stocking is.
They're great.
Well, anyways, John, it was a pleasure speaking with you. And this is Mark at the Motor City Comic Con.
Hey, comic book geeks and freaks, this is Comic Book Casey coming at you from Comic Experience Sci-Fi. And you know what? I am in heaven right now. I am in, I guess you can say,
Mini Disneyland?
No,
not really,
it's almost better than Disneyland because
You didn't make sure everything.
I didn't have to wait in a long line to eat.
That's it.
All right, so I'm with my man Daniel here, and I am at Comics, but to you all, it is ComicX with an X at the end. It is located in Phoenix, Arizona, in the Desert Ridge District. So if you want to come out to Phoenix for anything, I strongly recommend you check this place out. And let's tell them why, Daniel.
Why? Well, let's just say I've been a server here for about a year. I honestly really love the place. If you look around, we got all Star Wars, and we got a bunch of DC, Marvel, like actual life-size statues. Everything's for sale too. We originated in Mexico about, I would say, 4 or 5 years ago. We have about 30 locations in Mexico. This is the first one in the United States. We're like on the main tour locations in Mexico. Yeah, I really love it. I really love the atmosphere. It's a nice place. It's a really kid-friendly birthday party environment.
You know, it reminds me a little bit of my basement, a larger version of my basement.
Oh, yeah. Probably a little bit more expensive too.
Yeah, a heck of a lot more expensive. I mean, you have everything here from Star Wars,
Harry Potter, we got DC, Marvel,
Halo.
We got Predator statue. That's honestly my favorite. I'm a big Alien vs. Predator fan.
I'm telling you right now, I had the nachos, and I'm still feeling it, okay?
Personally, one of my favorite items. Nachos, I really like the prime dip and the cheesesteak, also my favorites.
I tell you, when we walked in, we could smell the awesome aroma of the food here. And you know, I'll be honest, most places like this, it's for show.
Yeah.
The food is not gonna be that great. It's gonna taste like bar food.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste like it's frozen out of box. No, this food tastes
really good.
fresh. It was good. It was well prepared. All right, so this is Comic Book Casey from Comic Experience Sci-Fi. Again, check out Comics. That's ComicX.
Yep.
in Desert Ridge District in Phoenix.
Hey, it's the Bradcast, and I'm here at the Motor City Comic Con with Aaron with a most amazing character. Aaron, tell me what you got going here.
So I am currently cosplaying Mikolash, host of the Nightmare, from the 2015 video game Bloodborne.
This is a very impressive rig. Tell me what it's composed of and how long it took you to make it.
All right, so this is actually made of a mix of upholstery foam for the bottom and top, EVA foam for the big dowels, wooden dowels for the little ones, coffee grounds for all the rust, and then a couple different types of spray paint to get the color. The entire costume, the vest, coat, cloak, and cage all took 2 weeks. I found out about the con on April 29th and started to work.
Wow is all I got to say about that. So where did you find all the materials? How much of this is reclaimed or somebody's old curtains or what? Because this is great stuff.
It's funny you should mention that actually. This cloak, the red on the front, not the red on the front here, and the brown is from the same bed sheet. I got it from Salvation Army for $5 and dyed I sewed the coat together, dyed it, and then sewed the panels on top with what I had left over. This is somebody's old curtain that I got for like $3, I think. The hood was velvet that I bought from Joann's, and it was very expensive. I think that was like the most expensive thing I have on the costume.
This has been the Bradcast with Comics Beer and Sci-Fi with Aaron at the Motor City Comic Con 2022.
You know, I have loved fantasy since Conan the Barbarian.
I love Jason Momoa.
Arnold. Anyway, Jill, I got bad news. Next week is our season finale.
Oh, I know, but I think it's going to be my favorite one. You guys better stay tuned and check it out. And don't forget to go on YouTube, check out all of our footage there, and go to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And thanks to the Replay Cafe for hosting us this week. And we'll see you next week with some more geeky goodness.